head since 1830. Around the turn of the last century, the bounty on their scalp was so high you could get rich hunting them.
Dingoes have survived every effort to wipe them out, and today they're still considered by some as outlaws.
Dingoes are trapped, poisoned, or shot wherever they're found. We started finding their carcasses from the very moment we started our journey along the Queensland section of the fence, known here as the barrier fence.
All fences are farmers' friends, essential for controlling stock and animal movements, but for wildlife, fences are a menace, something they don't understand and something that they don't know how to handle.
It wasn't only dingoes we found dead along the way. Kangaroos, wallabies, emus, any animal at all that might get tangled in wire was caught in the various fences that crisscrossed the outback and linked to the dingo barrier.
The battle against the dingo costs millions of dollars a year. All 3 states involved fund separate workforces for maintenance.
In the middle of nowhere, workers and sometimes their families live in camps and bush cottages to keep the dingoes on one side and the sheep safe on the other. At least that's what they're trying to do.
A simple-looking fence sometimes isn't so simple. This low-tech but clever design copes with floods. It's clever the way they've done this. Really, really simple. Well, as the water comes down through here, this just pops up.
No animals can walk on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a dingo's can come here and push like that and not come through.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. Some farmers believe the fence is the difference between profit and bankruptcy. They say that one dingo may kill a dozen sheep when one would be enough to eat. And without this maintenance work, their flocks would be decimated.
When the fence starts to get too old, it's a better proposition to bulldoze the worn section and build a new fence rather than try to repair rotten posts and rusted wire.
So there's not much of the original barrier left. It's gradually being replaced. The job is rebuilding rather than maintenance. Because the fence line is a well-used animal track, it's an obvious place to use other methods of controlling dingoes.
The dingo fence is not the only way that we have of controlling predators. There are several different types of poisons or baits that are used also. The 1080 bait is probably the most common, and it doesn't discriminate against what it kills. This is a fox. The fox is not a native species to Australia. It was actually introduced.